Well, hello there. Plan of action for today. We are doing a reading vlog featuring The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, a highly anticipated read of mine. So let's get to it. So far, what I can tell you, 370 pages. The chapters are fairly short, which is something that I always enjoy. Very Greek mythology heavy, obviously. I don't think this is a quick read. There are so many characters and so many names. So every time that I hear of a new name, I quickly go on Google and research their names to just look at pictures and see who they were. It's so fun learning about these different characters and this world. This is the first time that I'm reading this type of world. I think I'm going to annotate this book. Every time a new name is mentioned and a new character is mentioned, they are briefly introduced with 3-4 lines, and I kind of put them into brackets. That is what I want to annotate. First page introduces the character Lana. I put it in a square, and then I put her little introduction into brackets. I'm gonna use the pink ones because I have a lot of pink ones. So that is the tab for Leda, and I'm going to do the same for the other characters. We have Princess Danae and then Philoctetes. I think I'm good for now. 50 pages in and I'm so invested right now. I really want to know more. Some of the descriptions and emotions are so beautifully written that I feel emotional and nothing has happened yet. As we swam or played or talked, a feeling would come. It was almost like fear in the way it filled me, rising in my chest. It was almost like tears in how swiftly it came, but it was neither of those. Buoyant where they were heavy, bright where they were dull. I had known contentment before, brief snatches of time in which I pursued solitary pleasure, skipping stones or dicing or dreaming. But in truth, it had been less a presence than an absence, a laying aside of dread. My father was not near, nor boys. I was not hungry or tired or sick. Oh my God. I think I want to assign a tab to the gorgeous, beautiful quotes. I think I have enough green to do that. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna go on a walk. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop, have some coffee, and I'm gonna continue reading Song of Achilles. And in the name of keeping things real, I'm not going because it's raining outside, but I am very bummed.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would, when nothing really matters.
Since yesterday, I couldn't go on my walk because it was raining. Guess what? It's not raining today. I'm going on my walk in the same outfit because I kind of loved it.
We talk on the phone every night. Love to hear your voice. Not sleeping well, and I know that you're right, but you should know it. You've been gone for way too long now.
Alright, I am back from my coffee shop and my walk, and it was just so refreshing. Also had some dinner. It's 9 p.m. Page 190, almost all the way to page 170, 180. I can say that the book is more focused on introducing the characters in the book. There are a lot of characters in this book and they all have really complicated names. I am completely going to butcher all of these names. Excuse me for this. Agamemnon, Menelaus, I think? Menelaus? Peleus. I'm sure that's not how you pronounce it. So there are a lot of stories about them, and every time I read about the two main characters, I think of the color white. Just there's this really pure and genuine connection between them. Based on what's happening right now, I feel like from this point on, the events are actually going to take place that will lead to the heartbreak that everyone talks about. So
if I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I want.
Listen, spoiler alert. I'm gonna put the timestamp for this spoiler alert ahead so that you can skip it. But I'm dying right now. The way that Patroclus admires Achilles during a freaking war. I'm just like, my heart is breaking into literal pieces. I don't think I can take it. I don't think I can take it. And I feel like I want to cry because I'm like, I know what's coming and oh my god. Literally nothing has happened and I'm crying. Literally nothing. Mark your calendars. I think this is the day that I'm going to have my heart broken into tiny little pieces. I have loved books before. I have loved characters before. But these two, this is the first time that I actually genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, am so scared for two characters in a book. I know they're fictional, they're mythological figures, but you know what? I love them so genuinely that it actually scares me to think of any danger coming upon them. They can literally raid the whole entire world, and I'd just be sitting here like, you forgot that part. You might want to raid there too. Just the thought of them being hurt, like, sacrifice me to the gods if it means you'll be safe, and I'm fine with it. I can't. Like, I can't. I do not know how I'm going to bear this. Oh my god, Madeline Miller. Dude, are you kidding me? This book was every bit as good as everyone said it would be. I have an exclusive shelf of books that are 6 out of 5 stars, and these are books that have touched my soul. Very few books on that shelf. This one just joined because, oh my god. Madeline Miller, the way she writes is phenomenal. She takes simple words, makes these expressions, turns it into a novel that essentially reads as a poem. I have no idea how she does it, but I'm here for it. I encourage it. And if this woman publishes her shopping list, I promise it will be like poetry. Every item is going to rhyme. Every item is going to make you feel something. Main theme in this book is Greek mythology, obviously, so I think I can also say that it's fantasy, historical fiction, and romance. A very heartbreaking romance, just so that you're prepared. And FYI, this is a queer love story. Plot of the story follows this boy who is exiled from his kingdom, so he enters another kingdom as an orphan or a refuge, where he meets another boy and they become friends, and the story picks up from there. If you're not familiar with Greek mythology at all and you've never heard of it, you've never read anything about it, that's completely fine. You can still enjoy this book because the way Madeline Miller wrote this book is not just beautiful, I think it's also very smart. She takes the first half of the book, roughly, and she uses it as world building and character introduction. So you become completely familiar with the world, the setting, the norms and culture, and obviously especially the characters. Every character that is mentioned in this book is a mythological figure, and she makes sure that you know something about them. She seamlessly, I don't know how, but she seamlessly puts a little bit of a background story in there that you just find so fascinating. Well, I found fascinating, but it serves so well because this way you get to know every character, so when they are mentioned later on, you're not confused. The second half of the book is where mostly the events will happen and the action will take off, if that makes any sense. This book just broke my heart. I actually wanted to read another book right after I finished this one, but I was so broken that I had to put it down because literally I could not focus on a single sentence. Everything in this book, the characters and the events, kept coming back to me, and I was like, dude, I love you so much. You're 6 stars, and I have a feeling that I will read you again in the future, but for now, can we just put you like down for now? Can you let my brain be? Now, Miss Madeline Miller, the goddess of writing, has successfully convinced me and turned me into the mythological world creep. I want to know everything. I want to read everything there is to know. And I'm so excited to read her second book, Circe. Any other book that she publishes is welcome in my library. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. I will see you in my next video, which will be in 2023, I think, along with this one as well. So I guess what I'm trying to say is Happy New Year, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.